Hello everyone, welcome to Redbus US channel. In this video, we'll look at the latest USCIS news alert on H1B 2023 lottery results. We'll look at some details that they released and look at the information regarding counts as well. So this is what we'll cover in this video, the announcement and whatever they have covered, right? So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe for getting regular updates. So this is the official news, right? I mean, it was released yesterday, 3/29, March 29th, right? And as you can see, this is the announcement that was on USCIS website. So we look at details on what is in this and also some additional details from our shared by our users. Yeah. So first thing, the results actually started to come out over the weekend. From Friday evening, and in fact we reported this in our other video as well. You can watch that video. So only the official news alert came in yesterday, which is March 29th, Tuesday, right? So this is when the official news came in. So what it indicated is some details related to the first round lottery. So what they said is they received enough H1B petitions for master's cap and regular cap, which is 65,000 for regular cap and master's cap, right? And they used a lottery, which is nothing but a random selection process to select the registrations. Again, there is a lot of assumptions people make. There are myths like, okay, only certain people will get preference or certain companies, but none of that is true. It's a random selection. There were talks of changing this based on wage-based lottery, but that was actually cancelled by court late last year, so that did not really happen. So finally, eventually it's a random selection. So that's what it is, right? That's why it's called lottery. Now, all the selected applicants, right, or I would say the registrations in the first round were notified. So this is very, very important because we were getting these results, over a period of 3 to 4 days, right? I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we were getting these, even including Monday, right? So they just said that all the selected applicants were notified. So if you haven't received anything yet, so probably the hope is very, very less because they said they already notified. Now, the selected applicants would see the status as selected. That's the important part. It's very obvious, right? But all the not selected ones would be waitlisted under submitted status. And what this means is that, if there is a second round or a third round lottery, they would use these waitlisted applications or registrations, I would say, and then they would be running lottery rounds on these ones. Yeah. Last year we had second round and also third round. So we don't know how it will pan out this year. So we'll have to wait and see, right? I mean, depending on how many were filed, we will see that happen. Now, if there are duplicate registrations submitted by for a beneficiary or an applicant by a company, then they would be showed as denied status. Yeah, and so this is very, very important. And also the applicants, registrations filed by that employer will be invalidated. Again, very, very important to know. Only the registrations filed by that employer for that beneficiary or the applicant will be invalidated, not everything else, right? So that's what it is. So the second one is the last one I would say, right? Anything that had failed payment, right? It could be for denial or post denial, payment related issues. They also would be under a status saying as invalidate failed payment kind of a status. Yeah. So this is regarding the lottery selection, right? Now, second one is details like when to file and all of these things. So the press release clearly says that they can file starting from April 1st, which anyways is indicated on the selection notice. The second one is it can only be filed for selected applicants, which is very, very obvious, but they just want to put it out there telling that you can't file if you're not selected. Yeah. And the service center information is on the selection notice. You need to only send it to that location, otherwise there'll be delays and all sorts of issues, right? So you should only send to that location. And the filing period is anywhere from April 1st to June 30th, which is 90 days from the selection. So it actually starts on April 1st. So that's when employers can actually file this petition for the selected applicants. Unfortunately, there is no online filing for H1B petition as of now because they use this I-129 form, which is not online yet. So you need to really, your employer rather, would submit the physical forms package with all the details in it, right? So that's why that's what they clearly mention it, right? And if you were to submit under master's cap, you need to really submit proof of eligibility that you qualify for it under masters. What it means is, let's say when you submitted the registration, you didn't have convocation, your degree was not complete, or you're just taking last semester courses, it's okay. But now you need to submit proof from the registrar or the degree certificate telling that you actually are eligible in the master's quota and your program would be complete, right? So that is the fundamental thing they're asking. And what the other thing they clearly say is, you should meet all the H1B requirements as per the program. Just getting selected in lottery doesn't mean anything. You need to really submit all the details, to meet the H1B requirements. Otherwise, they'll basically deny that, right? So the other key things that they mentioned are, receipt notice delays, right, and prepaid mailers. So they say that to expect delays with getting receipt notices for H1B petitions filed, and the reason for that is there is a lot of H1B petitions that are filed, and it's very hard for them to send it on time. So that's why they're just saying that, okay, expect a delay. So just to be sure, and they said not to submit a second petition if the package was delivered to USCIS as per the delivery provider. What it means is, let's say, you've shipped it to a FedEx or UPS, and then, it says that it's delivered, but you still haven't got receipt notice, let's say for until 10 days or 15 days, right? Then, you should not really submit a petition with USCIS again, second petition. If you do so, then what they do is they basically will classify that as duplicate and you will be denied. Yeah? So they say that you can only contact USCIS after 30 days of confirmation of delivery. What it means is, let's say you submit on April 1st and it was delivered to USCIS on April 10th, right? Then, you can only contact them after May 10th, which is basically 30 days from April 10th, right? So that is the idea. So you can't contact USCIS if there is no receipt notice, less than 30 days, right? That's a clear indication. And one important thing is, if you believe that the delivery partner or who are FedEx, they lost the package for some reason, and then there is some proof telling them from them that this package was lost, then use that all of the documentation, submit that proof, and also explain that why you're filing a second petition. In such cases only you can file this. So there's a clear guidance given by them on the USCIS website on how this works, right? And also they suggest you need to submit a withdrawal for the first one, so that it doesn't count as a duplicate. So the last thing is, in the past there were this concept of prepaid mailers, where you would submit a prepaid mailer and then you would get in that, right? But now they've completely automated it, and they're not going to use that. So they'll just mail it using automated process using the first class mail. So the last part of this is, regarding premium processing, right? Premium processing is something when you submit a petition, if you pay a certain amount of fee, like $2,500, you would get the results within 15 days. Yeah. So this used to be in the past technically suspended, but in the recent times, they let it run after the registration period. So for this year as well, they have not really suspended premium processing. There is no details on the website yet. So you should be technically able to file H1B petition on premium processing. So this will basically give you results within 15 days. Yeah. So that is why this is important for many of them waiting for the decisions. Now the second most important thing is, many of them are asking, okay, how many were really filed, just to know the odds of selections, right? So as of now, in the press release, they have not really mentioned anything. So there is no data whatsoever on the total number of registrations, so we're waiting for that. There is no update on the page as well, right? How many registrations are filed. So there is also no split by how many masters and how many regular petitions were filed. Regular master registrations were filed. So there is no data on this end. So we continue to wait on this, right? Usually they update the page after some time. In the past, they did it immediately, but now we need to wait and see what the numbers look like. Yeah? So that's it, folks. If you are selected, good luck for the petition filing. If you are not selected, stay positive. Hopefully, something positive comes out of the second round, or maybe we have second round. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe for getting regular updates.